So the last class we discussed about the methods of allocating cost to joint products. So how to apportion the joint cost we have discussed. In that, first method is done. Now next, estimated net realizable value method is what we are going to do right now. So what is net realizable value? NRV is equal to selling price minus cost of disposal or sales. That means if you want to sell something for $100 and $10 you are paying for commission and all, so $90 is what is your NRV. Okay. So we will apportion based upon this NRV. Let us see a question now. So benefits, we did not discuss about the benefits. Now benefits of relative sales value at split off gross value method. This is gross market value method. So we are seeing the market value and we are apportioning the joint cost. So costs are allocated to products in proportion of their revenues, expected revenues, in proportion to the individual products ability to absorb cost, of course. So we have seen every product now. So we saw the expected revenues from those products and we saw like what potential those products, if we see them individually, which one can give us more revenues or less revenues. We are seeing the ability by just checking the revenues of all those products in the previous example what we discussed, correct? So not every product is same. Yes. Petrol and diesel are not giving you same amount of revenues. They give different revenues. So that shows their ability to absorb cost. That means petrol, the revenue is high, the cost would be high. Diesel, the revenue is less, the cost would be less. That's why. The method is easy to calculate and simple, straightforward and intuitive. Understood fact. Cost allocation base is expressed in terms of common basis, amount of revenue that is recorded in the accounting system. Very simple. What you are recording as revenue in your books is what you are using to allocate the cost. It is the best measure of benefits received from joint processing. It is the best measure of benefits received from joint processing. It is meaningful because generating revenues is the reason for company to incur joint cost. Yeah. It can be used when further processing is done as long as selling price exists for all joint products. Yeah, when we know the selling price, we can really understand the cost, and that product which we have got can also be further processed, which I have already explained in the example. Okay, as I took the A as the product, A plus as the processed A, processed A got processed and became A plus. Limitations of relative sales value at split off. See, selling prices at the split off point must exist. If it is not there, this method you can't use. And market prices, they frequently change. That's a problem. Now we are finding out with the help of, now we are going to apportion the joint cost as per this method. So I already explained you what is your estimated net realizable value is nothing but the selling price, that is expected selling price minus separable cost incurred after the split off point. That means the separation cost. Separation cost will give you estimated NRV. Okay, so now when you get the estimated NRV, now you have to see the proportion of each and every product's NRV in the total NRV and you have to apportion. Let's go ahead. Let's see the question. Very simple to understand. So the question is here. Just read the question, Zarina. So Simply yes, Chili Company produces 3 flavors of chili in a joint process. Fine. So they are producing now the raw material is chili. The raw material is chili. But that raw material what you are putting is giving, you are producing with the same particular raw material. Yeah, only one raw material will give you 3 types of flavored chili. Isn't it so? Yeah, so flavors are mild, original and extra spicy. 500,000 gallons of unspiced chili are produced per batch, and then varying amounts and types of spices are added to produce the mild, original and extra spicy flavors. The 3 types of chili are packaged in 16-ounce cans. The total joint cost of the unspiced chili is this one, 1850,000. One batch produces this much gallons of unspiced chili. The unspiced chili is of course not marketable at that point. It needs spices. Okay. So after the spices have been added, simply has 800,000 cans of mild chili, 220 like 2 million cans of original chili and 1.2 million cans of spicy chili. Okay. So after these spices have added, the gallons, whatever you made this many gallons, and 16-ounce cans are there. So these many cans you can see. The cost per can of adding the spices and blending them into the unspiced chili are this. These are the costs. These are the costs after the split off, correct? So the mild chili sells for this much per can, original for this much, and extra spicy chili sells for this much. That means you got the selling price minus you have the cost here,
Cost price.
which is nothing but the cost at the split off point. Yeah. So now we will see this entire data here. You have these many cans of each. Price per can is given. As we can see, the price is 0.98, 1.05, 1.09. You get, when you multiply, you get the expected sales value, and the cost is also like you have this, like you can multiply 0.065 into cost to further process is this much. How you got this cost to further process?
Cans into cost of process. Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
just multiply. So 8 lakhs into 0.065.
That
You
cost
get
of process.
this, yeah, all the three, and then you subtract, you get NRV. Okay, and then you see the
Net
NRV,
realization
the
value.
totals, how much is that, you get the percentages. And then the joint cost is nothing but what is the joint cost for you, uh, like how you got this 0.188 is nothing but the, it is in percentage
Into
form.
100.
Yeah, we
So in
can do it in the, yeah,
point.
decimal form. So you apply these percentages to your total cost. Okay, that is what they have given, no? 18 lakh 50, just a second. 18 lakh 50,000 is the joint cost. So that joint cost we will apportion in this ratio or percentage or whatever. So we are applying the percentages. We are getting individual costs of each and every flavor, and this is the total cost. Once I have a look to this, then we'll move forward. Done this method.
Yes. Done, sir. I got it.
Yeah, next one. Benefits of NRV. The NRV method can be used instead of sales value at split off point, because we saw some benefits and also some I mean to say we saw some pros and cons of that method. Okay, so this method is also an alternative to be used in place of split off, like what we discussed, like sales value at split off point
And
method.
split off.
Yeah, so when we don't have, when selling prices for one or more products at split off do not exist, because it provides a better measure of benefits received other than other methods that could be used in this situation. So when you don't have selling price, of course this also requires selling price. Sales price of items produced that will be sold in the future. You are estimating the selling price, it seems. Estimate, so this is something but must be processed beyond the split off point. Fine, this we discussed already. This method essentially must, yeah, okay. If one or more of the joint products are not processed further but sold at split off point, instead of using NRV, the company will simply use the sales value. Okay, while using NRV as a product that must be processed further to be marketable, that is okay. Yeah, estimated NRV method would generally be used instead of this only when market price of split off point is not available for one or more of the joint products. For example, because a product is not, so see, sometimes what happens, you get some joint products, but those are not marketable. Nah? Always you won't get the market price of everything, correct? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So if market price at the split off point is available for one or more of joint products because the product can be sold at that point, that price is used instead of the product's NRVs, even if product will be processed further. So if market values are available, then okay. If not, then you can estimate the price and you can use NRV method, correct?
Oh, yes, sir. Like based on assumption.
Yeah, assumption. Yes, yes. That's what they are saying. So is used instead of sales value of split off point when selling price for one or more products of split off does not exist, because it provides a better measure of benefits received than other methods that could be used in this situation. The allocation results in comparable profitability among the joint products. NRV method is complex. It requires information on specific sequence of further processing and separable cost of further processing, as well as point at which individual products will be sold. NRV method is often implemented with simplified assumptions. Companies assume a specific set of processing steps beyond the split off point, but actual process may be different. Of course, they estimate. In fact, a company may change the steps frequently. That is also there. If whatever you estimate is not the one which you're going to do, which is going to happen always in that way. Uh, Seeing depending upon the scenario or situation, the things can change. Selling price of joint products may vary frequently, but NRV method uses a single set of selling prices. That means different products may have different selling price, but here you are estimating one selling price and then less chance of any frequent fluctuations. Okay. Next is physical measure and average cost methods. Let's see this. With the name itself, you can understand physical measure method is nothing but you are going to allocate the joint cost based upon the weight, volume, or physical measure, okay, of the joint products. So joint costs are allocated based on some common unit of measurement of output at split off points such as pounds, tons, gallons, board feet, or anything like that. We'll see with the help of this example, we'll easily understand. So the Simply Chili company produces three flavors of chili in a joint process. The three flavors are mild. The three flavors are mild. Just a second, sir. So the three flavors are mild, original, and extra spicy. This many gallons of unspiced chili are produced per batch, and the entire data is same. In this example, just a second, Zerna. Excuse me, I have a call.
Hello. Hello.
Hello. Yes, Rina. So the point here is, so
Yeah.
let's see. So the data is almost the same data what we were saying. In this example, each of the three types of chilies packaged in size of can sizes 12 ounce, 16 ounce, 20 ounce cans. Okay. And 100,000 gallons of yeah. So 12 ounce, 16 ounce and 20 ounce cans are there to fill this chilies. So you see, we have this weight now. So like what are there the gallons? They said 500,000 gallons are there. 1 lakh gallons would go for unspiced chili, that is mild. No, unspiced chili. 250 gallons original chili, correct? Yes, unspiced or mild is same. And extra spicy 1.5 gallon, 1.5 lakh gallons, correct? So totally this makes this. And what's the proportion of each and everything in this? 20, 50 and 30%. We have taken that. And your joint cost is this. So you have to multiply with the proportion, you get the amounts. Okay. And when you divide this, how many like gallons in the sense, what did this say? Cost per gallon. So how did you find out the cost per gallon? 18.5 by 5 lakhs. How much is that, Zarina? Can you tell me?
18.
Yeah, you can like 3 lakh 70 by 1 lakh is 3.70. 925 by 250 is 3.70. 555 divided by
3.7
150 is 3.70. Yeah, and ultimately 18.5 by 5 is also 3.70.
It's 3.7 only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Divide by, yeah. So done this one. Let's go for the average cost method. Shall we move forward, or you're looking this?
We can move forward, so I got it.
Yeah. So now in the same this thing, in the Simply Chili example, now all three flavors of chili are packaged in 16-ounce can only. So you don't have any other option. Since the size of the cans is the same for all different versions, units of output can be used for calculation with the can as unit of output. 500,000 gallons of output is in this 16-ounce cans. So 500,000 gallons of output are in how many? 4 million 16-ounce cans, 40 lakhs. So you have this 5 lakh gallons, 500,000 gallons. You require 40 lakhs or 4 million cans to 4 million 16-ounce cans to fill the entire 5 lakh gallons. Am I right? Hello.
Yes,
Hello.
sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm checking.
So you want, see, this is the quantity you have. So now you want 16-ounce cans. Each can is 16 ounce. No other option. So you require this much cans to fill this entire quantity. So the average cost per can is the total cost of this divided by this. Of course, the average cost is this. Am I right? So now you have to multiply the average cost with output. So 8 lakh cans. How did I, like, did they mention these 8 lakh cans? No, nowhere it was there, no? So 5 lakh, so 8 lakhs, 20 lakhs and 12 lakhs, 40 lakhs. On what basis they have apportioned this?
Continuation of the question, I think, sir. Previous question they are continuing.
Yeah, but number of cans, how we will get, we can't get like that, no? I think they themselves gave these cans, correct? Yeah,
Yeah.
they only gave these cans because we want 40 lakhs cans, correct?
Yes.
40 into, if we take the proportion, we can take
Yeah.
the proportion, no? We can
On
take
the
the,
basis of proportionally they took
yeah, so on the basis of
8 lakh
proportion,
and
8 lakhs, 2 lakh, 20
20.
lakhs and 1.2, yes. Then multiply with the cost, you get the allocation of joint cost, correct?
Here we have to just divide the total by given number to get average, and we have to
Yes.
multiply with it.
Based upon the proportion, get the units of output, multiply with the average cost, get the amounts.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's move forward then. Now I think we have the gross profit margin percentage method, the last method to be done. So let's understand this. I think this would end the chapter. Byproduct costing is not there for you almost, because byproduct, I have explained you what is byproduct. Byproduct is not there for you. Syllabus, like accounting is not required for that. Just read this question, Zarina.
Example of constant gross profit, gross margin percentage
Yeah.
method. This one,
So,
sir.
yeah, gross profit percentage. So, pineapple company produces pineapple juice and canned slices as its pineapple processing plant in Hawaii. Information about the process and the two joint products is as follows: 10,000 pineapples are processed. Process results in 2,500 kg of juice and this much of slices. Correct. So these are the two like products coming out. So the raw material is just pineapple. The juice can be sold for this much and slices can be sold for this much. So when you are selling at some price, it's a selling price. Okay. Joint cost of production is given. Joint cost of production. Juice can be processed further into premium juice. Again, you can process it. Additional processing cost, an additional this much, and but the selling price per kg will increase by this much to 15. Okay. Zarna, just give me a second. So, like juice can be processed further into a premium juice. The additional processing cost on additional 8,003.20 per kg. So, what is that? Juice can be processed further into premium juice. Additional processing cost after the product is made. After the product is made, it can be further processed into.
I think first here we have to
Yeah,
divide
so
the given
additional
product.
you can see the additional processing cost, correct? You have this
$8,000
$8,000. Yeah, 3.20
per
per kg. So this is like for juice, I think. Juice is like
for
2,500.
juice.
Yeah, so when you multiply this, you get this. And selling price will increase from
5 to
five, five,
15.
$5. Yeah, so $15 per kg. Slices processing cost is this, and the chunks can be sold for $2 more per kg than slices. $17 it will become, correct? And since the additional revenue to be earned from processing each product further exceeds the additional cost to process further, both products are processed further. Fine. So you're getting additional revenue, na? So they want to
So
process
they
it.
decided to process further.
Yeah. So first and foremost thing is what we will do. Premium juice 37,500. So we'll see the working notes. Okay. So what is that 2,500 kg of juice into 15? How much is that?
They are taking total, I mean, the maximum retail
Yes,
price.
yes. Yes, yes, they are taking the $15. Yeah.
Okay.
So it is 37,500.
37,500.
That is the final sales value, correct? After
Yeah.
further processing. 15 into 2,500 and 7,500 into
17. That
17.
is 1,000, 1,27,500.
Yeah, yeah.
In total, they combinedly added
165. Yes.
8,000 and 4,000. That is processing cost further.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, they took the total thing and separable cost is
Joint
given to
product
us.
cost.
Yeah, the 12,000 separable costs are given like additional processing cost is
4,000 and
4,000.
8,000.
Yeah,
They
4,000 and
added both combined.
yes, yes. This is like 4,000 and 8,000. Correct.
Yeah.
And 120 is the joint cost given in the question itself. So this is the joint cost and the total. This is the total what they got. Correct. In the sense
Yeah.
165 minus these two costs would give you gross profit. Am I right? So your
Yeah.
gross
Divided
profit
by
percent.
sales.
Yeah, see, sales minus the variable cost, two types of cost is your gross profit. Now, gross profit percentage is 33,000 by 165 into 100, that is 20%, correct? Hello?
Mm. Yes, yes, sir.
33,000 divided by 165 sales. How
Yeah.
much you getting?
Right.
20%?
20%. Yes.
Yeah, so the step one is nothing but to find out the gross profit margin percentage. That's the step number one under gross profit margin percentage method. Second step is fill in the separable cost for each product and calculate what a 20% gross profit margin percentage for each product would be. So we took the premium juice sales value, chunks value, total. We took the separable costs, we took the
Separate.
total. Yeah, joint cost is what we have to apportion. Am I right? Hello?
Okay. So now from gross profit, we are going to get that.
Yeah, yeah. See, this
Yes,
120 is
sir.
the joint cost. We don't know what is the separate
Separable.
amount for these two. Yeah, individual
I got
amounts we don't know. Yeah, yeah. So we just took this J and C or X we can assume. But what we know is we know that our overall gross profit is 33,000. That overall gross profit, what we can do? We can.
Separate it like based on the percentage.
What is the percentage? We have given 2,500 and this. So what we can do is it cost 7,005. Just a second, I'm just calculating. So 33,000. You can apportion We can divide this in sales value also, no? We can get this. Gross profit percentage. Okay. So can you just multiply the gross profit percentage on this, Zarina?
I'm doing so.
Yeah, we'll get this.
Yes, exactly. Yes, sir. On
Yeah,
sales value, 20%.
yeah, 20% and sales value 20%. Get this. Now the task is to find out this two. So we can add this now.
Simple
37,500
subtraction.
minus, yeah,
Yeah.
subtract, yeah, and equate and find out J and C value. We'll get the joint cost. Finished. Just see
You
this.
need to get the gross profit percentage is main. After that, it's simple
Yeah,
calculation,
after
I
that,
think.
just the amounts. That's it.
Yeah.
This, Zarina, we have finished this. This is like applicable when you know the sales value. You can find out the gross profit percentage and do. You are like removing the complexities of NRV method, and it assumes that all products have the same ratio of cost of sales value, which is probably not the case. Not all of them will have the same cost of sales value. No, cost of sales
Yes.
will differ, correct?
Yeah.
And byproducts, it's not required actually, because byproduct is something which we don't desire to produce. It comes out, but it byproduct costing is not given to you in the CMA curriculum. Fine, just one page they have given, and what they have given about the byproducts is byproducts are low value products that occur naturally in the process of producing higher value products. They are in sense accidental results of production process. Fine. The byproducts might be metal remnants from cutting fabric, sawdust, wood chips. I already explained this one.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, the company may have a policy of assigning value to byproducts, and that policy is reflected in its accounting treatment of byproducts. The byproducts can be accounted for either in two ways: either by recognizing them in the financial statements when production is completed, or by delaying recognition until they are sold. Either you can put it in the financial statements and give them a status, or else you can delay their status. So production method, byproduct recognized at time of production. So in production method, the byproduct is recognized in the financial statements in the period when it is produced. The value of the byproduct is recognized in separate inventory count, byproduct inventory. So you have to show it as a separate thing, which is nothing but byproduct inventory at its estimated net realizable
Net
value. That
realizable
means
value.
if you are selling it and whatever the cost you are incurring to sell it. So you have to show that at the NRV. An estimated NRV value for byproduct is offset against the cost of the main product or products, and thus is treated as reduction of cost of production of main product or products. So what you are doing is the estimated NRV of byproduct, you are removing it from the cost of the main
Subtracting from
product.
main cost.
Yeah, main cost. And then you are treating that as reduction of cost of production of the main product. So inventoried cost, that means if you are showing it as an inventory, you can pass on this entry. Inventoried cost allocated to main product or products are reduced by NRV allocated to the byproduct. So byproduct inventory debit and work in process credit. What is this entry all about?
Recognizing them as an inventory.
Sorry. Yeah, you are showing it as an inventory, correct? You are showing in the books
Yeah.
as separate inventory. So byproduct, when you show, you write in the balance sheet. So your inventory
It will
increases.
reduce work in process.
Yeah, it is still,
What, right?
you are transferring into work in process inventory. Still, it can be processed.
Yeah.
So NRV how to do we have already discussed. And if you are selling it, then
Cash to inventory.
yeah, you can, yeah, cash to inventory. That's it. You are selling it. That's it. So next class would be on overheads. I'm not giving much importance to byproduct. You barely would expect anything. But next chapter would be overheads, and let's like start the overheads concept in the next class. Okay, Monday. I'll be taking a class on Monday.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you so much.